So my training with conscious discipline has actually been more of a journey than it was just going to training and implementing right away. When I was beginning teaching, I'd heard about conscious discipline. It was something that piqued my interest, but I didn't know much about. So one year I ended up having to take medical leave, and I remember I went and bought Dr. Bailey Becky's book, or Becky Bailey. I always wish I bought her book, just the typical conscious discipline book you can get in stores, and I read through it in probably a 2-week setting. And so I was teaching second grade at the time. I immediately started implementing the things that I saw that I could in the second grade setting as much as you can without actually being trained. We got the conflict time machine, which my students loved, and it was just something that I became so passionate about because it was all about understanding my response to my own emotions and then regulating myself instead of trying to control students. I've worked with some really hard kids from hard places, and when you get into that power struggle, it's just never, it's not good for them, it's not good for the teacher or your relationship. So I loved the approach that conscious discipline took. The following year, I came back to pre-K, came back to my first love, and they sent me to the conscious discipline training, and so I was able to fully see how all of the pieces tie in together. Luckily with my program, we've adopted the conscious discipline method years and years ago, so coming in, they already want those 9 absolutes of a picture schedule, you know, a school family board. Those pieces are already in our program embedded, and so going to the conscious discipline training and actually seeing why these things are so helpful for the kids and why they need to be put in place in your classroom really gave me that knowledge and that understanding, and it was just kind of an aha moment. So that was 2 years ago, and now I'm in this classroom, and so it's more focusing on the trauma aspect. I've got a lot of kids in here that have experienced trauma or have some kind of cognitive behavior delay. So this really going even deeper into conscious discipline has really been beneficial to me because a lot of my kids do operate primarily in that survival state. And so just walking them through the different pieces of it is really necessary for these kids, and that training that I've had through conscious discipline, that journey that I've taken, has been very crucial and beneficial in our room.